Hi, this is Brooke Sherrill reporting live from the offices of Turner Business Appraisers. I'm sitting here with Jim Turner, CPA and President of Turner Business Appraisers. We're so glad to have you today, Jim. Today we'll be discussing online listing, and Jim, you recently embarked on a journey to learn more about online tax listing systems. What prompted you to take on this project?
Well, first of all, Brooke, let me thank you for taking time to do this interview. But to get back to your question, the reason that I embarked on this journey was because there has been a lot of talk over the last 2 or 3 months across North Carolina and across the country about automating the business personal property listing function. And I knew that assessors probably would not have the time to do research and determine utilization rates, what percent of folks are using online listing systems in counties where they already have a program. So I figured I'd do the research for my assessor friends and then send this out to them and let them sit back at their desk and read the information and get some good objective data.
Can you briefly explain the methodology that you utilized to do the research?
Sure, it was pretty simple methodology. I determined which counties across the country currently had online listing systems, and then I made phone calls to numerous jurisdictions and asked the management staff what the utilization rates were for their online system, which taxpayers were more likely to use the online listing system, and which taxpayers were less likely to use it, and also questions such as how have they been able to entice people to use the online listing system, and just got some good tips as well.
Were you surprised by any of the findings from the research?
Brooke, I think the biggest surprise was the fact that mom and pop businesses are the most likely group of people to use online listing systems.
Really?
And what surprises me about that is you would assume that those folks will be less technically savvy than the larger taxpayers. But what I determined after talking to numerous officials across the country in the tax offices is that the larger complex audits, they already have their own automated systems. They just print their business personal property renditions from their own software, and then they attach the tax listing, the county tax listing, to their own listing, and then they sign it, and then they send it in, and the county staff ends up keying that data. If they switch to an online system, those larger taxpayers would end up having to key that data. And so, based on my conversations with assessors across the country, that is a deterrent for getting some of the larger taxpayers to list that way, such as Pitney Bowes and some of the larger leasing companies.
Oh, I see. Now, how can folks learn more about the results from your research?
Well, Brooke, we are going to be offering this on a blog online at our website at www.tba1.net. So we encourage folks across North Carolina, across the country, to go out to our website and view our blog, and we'll have additional posts in the future to keep them updated. And I wanted to say thank you to all my assessor friends. It is a pleasure to serve the folks in North Carolina, and we look forward to continuing to work with folks across the state to solve issues, and help them to do their jobs better, work more wisely, and work smarter and not harder. So, thank you.
Well, Jim, that sounds like a great plan, and I look forward to reading your blog. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.